Hey, how you doing?
Actually, please don't tell me. I don't care.
I'm going to show you 3 different clips from 3 different video games, and I want to see if y'all can tell me what they all have in common. Alright, Zero Dark 30, lock in, pay attention.
Bro, please, bro.
Don't spit!
Could you did you see what they had in common? Was your brain able to comprehend that and break it down to a science? No? I assume so.
Some video games, not all video games, like to do this thing where they start the game with you at your peak power or close to your peak power, and they like to take it away from you right away. I call this the starter from the top, now we're here effect. You know what I'm saying? But you know that Drake song, started from the bottom, now we're here? He's saying we started all the way at the bottom and we grinded all the way up. We became this monster. You know what I'm saying? We became this different animal who's the same beast, like Kobe Bryant said.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
What the f does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
You're welcome.
What the f is he talking about?
But this effect that I'm saying, you start at the top and then something happens. Something happens. You just end up at the bottom. And then that's just how the rest of the game goes. The progression is all going uphill. You start the game going downhill, but then you gotta go back up the same hill that you apparently already went as the character you're playing as. I can't express how much I dislike this. See, certain games is done well. I'm gonna give you all a few examples of some games where it's done well and some games where I don't like it. I'm gonna give an example where it's done well. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, right? In Fallen Order, you're given a bunch of abilities. By the end of the game, you're a demon compared to how you were at the beginning of the game. You were extremely pussy at the beginning of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. When you start the second game, you have all of those abilities, and then the introduction teaches you the basics while also trying not to hold your hand too much. And then they just constantly build on top of those basic abilities that you already get, which just makes the combat like it's Jedi Fallen Order on crack, basically. And if you played the game, you know exactly what I'm saying. Everything about the combat is better in Fallen Order. Nope, take it back. It's better in Survivor. And that's because instead of taking the same exact gameplay and keeping it the same or slightly tweaking it, they're making everything better about it that they can and adding more stuff that's going to add more depth into the combat. You feel me? I'm preaching right now. What inspired me to make this video is I just started playing Metroid Prime Remastered, right? I've never played Metroid Prime before. I've never gotten through a whole Metroid game. I think the first Metroid game I tried to play when I was in elementary school, I think Metroid Prime came out on the Wii, and oh, buddy, I was terrified. I was terrified. I'm not gonna lie. Look, I don't want to talk about it, but I was scared of a lot of things. Y'all remember that Jack Frost movie? I was scared of that Jack Frost movie. That movie was creepy. Why did they make that snowman look so real? But anyway, I was scared of a lot of stuff that I shouldn't have been scared of. Metroid Prime was one of them, so I backed away from the game. But they made the remaster. I wanted to play the remaster. In the intro, you basically pull up like a G to this facility in space. I don't know where it is. I don't even know what I'm there for. I just know I get there, I explore the place, I come and find this monster, I murk the monster, then somehow whatever I did just causes the whole place to basically fall apart. I think the monster was like giving energy to the facility. I don't know what was going on, but I killed him. Then the whole place is like, hey, you have 6 minutes to leave. So Samus is like, oh shit, we gotta run. And then this happens. Bro, I get smacked up against the wall. And I guess I just didn't think about how electricity would affect my suit. All my upgrades fall off, and now I'm powerless. Not powerless, but I'm significantly weaker than I was before. Mind you, they just taught me a bunch. They taught me how to use a grappling hook, a charge shot, a missile, a ball. You can turn into a ball. I don't know how Samus turns her body in that way, but I don't want to think about it too much. Because, bro, they teach you all of this just to take it away. Another game that does this is God of War 2, bro. In the first God of War, you basically go on a quest to cop Pandora's box, and then you get all these powers and stuff along the journey. And God of War 2, I think you fight Zeus in the beginning of it. I don't remember what happened, but I think Zeus like tricks Kratos into sucking all of his powers into this sword, and then Kratos basically gets screwed. He loses all his strength. I think he becomes mortal and he has to get all of his powers back, I'm pretty sure. And then the same thing happened in God of War 3, which is more fresh on my mind. Bro, he started from the top, made it all the way to the bottom. Literally, he fell off of a cliff. And once again, you have to get the powers that you gained in the last game. Not all of them, but some of them. You have to gain them back. The powers that you started the game off with in the introduction. Another game that I played that also did it, I don't remember exactly how, but Infamous 2. Infamous 2 starts off when you're basically fighting the devil and like the visions that Future Cole. I don't know if y'all played Infamous. Great games, by the way. Very underrated. We need remakes of those. He starts the game fighting this monster that his future self was warning him about in the previous game, I think. And the monster basically rocks him. The ass beating that he received was beyond an Avengers level threat. Basically totaled the whole city. He sent Cole McGrath into like freaking the Matrix, bro, and he came back without his powers, and he had to like basically get his powers back. I'm pretty sure it was something like that happened in that game. And I know the Metroid games are very popular for doing that. I mean, I've only played Prime, and I started the demo of Metroid Dread. Not gonna lie, it was kind of scary, so I stopped playing it. And another game, bro, another Nintendo game that does this, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I haven't played it yet. I've seen some people play the intro of the game, and I've seen what happens. How you basically start with like 20 hearts, and they all get stripped away immediately. I'm just saying, bro, I like when games make it fun and enjoyable and really entertaining. Like if it ties into the story in a compelling way, or it's just fun and like you can't help but to like it. But some games, bro, I don't like when they do that. I don't like when games basically give me a bowl of cereal. I start to enjoy the cereal. Say a Cinnamon Toast Crunch with some almond milk, right? Some vanilla almond milk. And basically, they take the Cinnamon Toast Crunch out of my bowl. All I have is milk now. So now I gotta find another thing, a Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and pour it back in my bowl so I can enjoy it again. And that's gonna take a while. I'm gonna have to go to the store. I'm gonna have to buy it. I'm gonna have to bring it home. I'm gonna have to put it in my bowl. I think the analogy is analogying. I made that word up, but hey, bro. Let me know in the comments how y'all feel about when video games do this. I personally have a love-hate relationship for it, but hey, let me know. I'll see y'all on the next one.
Nigga feeling ego out, it came a long way. See a legend, nice to meet ya. Ride around town in a fucking four-seater. Fuck the police and the pledge of allegiance. Niggas really rap and think I'm motherfucking preaching. Balled out the gym, this my motherfucking seats and got